What a deal! A state representative knocking on your door, offering to lower your property taxes.
And he had a side of things saying that he would get our taxes lowered.
Just sign right here. And State Representative Paul Froehlich promised to take care of the rest.
And we end up getting a reduction.
No cost, no fuss. But would you put a campaign sign in your yard?
And I said that would be fine. I mean, he did me a favor.
Just a little goodwill.
If anybody's going to save me money, he's great to me. I mean, you know.
Did you vote for him?
Oh, yeah.
So is it a savvy political move, a way to win votes, or something else?
Were you trading tax appeals for political favors?
Froehlich offered hundreds of taxpayers in Schaumburg, Elk Grove Village, and Hoffman Estates a chance to reduce their taxes. Fox Chicago News obtained the names of 239 residents and businesses, and guess what? Nearly everyone won their appeal, 94%, from as little as a couple $100 to six figures. How did he do it? That's now the subject of a Cook County State's Attorney's investigation. Judy McCurdy was Froehlich's district office supervisor until he fired her last November. McCurdy's now blowing the whistle, providing us with internal documents like this, a walk sheet Froehlich used to visit registered voters, and in his own handwriting, notes connecting the tax appeals and campaign signs. Froehlich helped the owners of the Schaumburg Comfort Inn Suites and Wingate Hotel win big tax reductions, more than $413,000. On this internal document, Froehlich does the math, calculating a third of the savings, what a tax attorney would take. Underneath, he writes, I asked Beamal, the owner of the hotel, and he agreed to cover my sign bill, $12,000, and provide rooms for workers in 08 and 10.
But look, here's the savings in your handwriting. Here's the savings. And here's a note asking for political work in return. I mean, that seems like a quid pro quo to me.
But look at his campaign contributions. There it is, a payment for campaign signs.
But why then are you noting here how much they're saving in their taxes and asking for campaign help in return?
Well,
I mean, that's the key question here.
You weren't there. The question was asked to me, Paul, how can I help you?
And check out this handwritten note where Froehlich calculates his own cut from the Wingate tax appeal, more than $14,000. 3 weeks later, the Wingate owners began sending checks to pay for his campaign office. They also picked up the tab for more than $8,000 in hotel rooms for campaign workers in last year's election.
From whom?
From Democratic Party.
Mike Madigan's people?
Yeah.
They were Madigan's workers.
Yeah.
It was Froehlich's first election after jumping to the Democratic Party, and he had the Democratic power brokers behind him, including Joseph Berrios, head of the Cook County Democratic Party and commissioner on the Tax Board of Review. Froehlich and Berrios ran an outreach program to teach residents how to appeal their taxes.
I've not seen it done in this fashion before.
Brendan Houlihan also sits on the tax board. He says he was excluded from the event, and all the appeals generated by Froehlich went to Berrios' staff, even though Houlihan's district covers the area. Now the board has launched an investigation of hundreds of appeals filed by Froehlich and whether he was getting inside help.
Now, when you appeal your taxes, you can win.
You can win.
But to have almost all the appeals that you take
That's
on...
what is raising red flags about it. Normally the success rate is 60, 70, maybe even 80%. 94% is pretty much unheard of, and that's why they're going through hundreds of internal documents right now trying to find out why it was so high, whether there might have been somebody helping from inside.
Like Berrios.
Well, possibly, or some other person connected to the board.
As far as the investigation, the Cook County State's Attorney, do you know how far that's gotten?
Right now, they're just in the early stages of the investigation. We're hearing that subpoenas may have been issued to some agencies. We don't know exactly who all they're looking at, but they're certainly interviewing the whistleblower.
All right. Thank you, Dane.
Thank you, Dane.